What's up, guys? First of which, we are going to be having a very serious discussion right now. This is going to be obviously with the Gina Carano interview that just got dropped today. We're going to be talking about it, and there is a lot to discuss. And honestly, I was thinking about possibly holding off to push this. I would say Monday or maybe later on in the week, but I really wanted to go ahead and just get to the my thoughts on this because again, you guys are following me on Twitter, Instagram, whether anything personal. I have been very vocal about how I feel about the Gina Carano situation, her being treated because of her political views or the way she thinks or the way she acts, and there's a lot in this that really sank with me, and it really made me feel like wow, I had no idea all this happened. Now I'm not going to try to quote everything from the interview. If you guys want to watch it, it is on the Shapiro's channel, which I'm going to leave a link for the video down in the description. But I'm going to get you guys my thoughts on this. I'm happy. First off, I'm happy that she has somewhere to go. Especially with the split from Disney, there's a lot of it that really came to my mind that I'm gonna kind of be diving in to certain things on there. Now there is a few parts in the interview where I was sitting there, and I mean I was thinking about reacting to it, but I figured I'd just go ahead and give you guys my thoughts on it rather than just reacting, because there are a lot of things in this interview that really came to light about how not just how Hollywood is, but more about Gina's background, about why she is very vocal. She stands up to people because she does not like bullies. She does not like people taking advantage of other people. And there was, she could have said more about what Disney slash Lucasfilm has done to not just her, but to the community, but to people in general, to people that have worked for Lucasfilm and Disney. And she's even stated, one of the things that happened with her stating what she said about the for the trans LGBT community. She spoke to ones in the high ups about that, and they were apparently went back to Disney slash Lucasfilm and said, hey, she does not need to be fired. And apparently that wasn't good enough. And then when she stated about with the whole, the thing with the Holocaust, there was nothing that had to do with that. She was watching a documentary on a soldier that was part of that he tortured someone that was in an encampment, and she forgave him. And she said that this really got her because for how horrible this was, that she wanted to basically say, hey, like it's not that different from what's going on now. Look at everything that's going on with everybody, and people cannot just come together, because of their views being different, and they're so stubborn that they're not seeing, what's really happening in the world. And everyone's wanting to go after her because, oh, this is this and that is that, and all this irrelevant stuff. And it's really, it got her really upset because she had someone that was from PR that came to her house, someone that had to deal with the social media that was looking at her, and she said, hey, can I just look at you in your eyes? Because she said that she had her glasses on, she was standing there in her her house, and she was like, can you just please come over here, take your glasses off so I can talk to you face to face? And she did, and she felt like she was going to hit her, yell at her or something. And Gina and her had apparently had a conversation, and she basically told her that she doesn't understand why they don't like a logical explanation rather than just an emotional one. And the emotional one is not what they wanted. They did not want a logical. Let me rephrase that. They did not want a logical. They wanted a emotional type of response. They were going to force her to talk to 40 different individuals of the LGBT trans community, and she stated, no, we're not going to do that, because she felt like they were going to attack her. And they would have. Let's be honest, they would have. They would have attacked her. They would have put her down. They would have called her all kinds of names, which would have been very unnecessary. And Disney and Lucasfilm would have been like, hey, oh well. And that's wrong. And she was like, hey, I'm not going to do that. She offered to take these, like, 5 individuals out to dinner on her, have the restaurant, I guess, closed down to make sure, because restaurants were opening back up. And she stated, hey, let's do that. They didn't want to do that. She found out that she got fired through social media, and no one informed her. Someone sent her an email by accident that she was fired, as well as She did not know, and the reason why she said that she did not want to clap back at a lot of these people was because she did not know if they were bots, children, or someone else with a mental disability. So, how is she a wrong person for doing this? And I'm sitting here, and she even stated about the reason why she got into politics was because this is the first time she's ever voted, was this past year. And she got really into it, and she went somewhere. It was on a beach. They just asked her name, address. They didn't ask for her ID. They didn't ask to check, if the face matches the ID. Nothing is, oh, hey, here you go, go in. And she looked at him and was like, what? And that even drew me because there needs to be a lid on the voting aspect. There really does, because how do we know there aren't people using someone else's identity just to get that vote for this particular person to either be in office or out of office, or someone to be elected to be in office? And that needs to be more handled. And that's all she was trying to say, and it was misconstrued and taken out of context, and people got angry. And she went into another part of it where she felt like, she was being bullied because she felt like she could not raise her voice because of a lot of ones in Hollywood. And she even said that she went to a barbecue, and there was one saying, hey, real silent, that we agree with you. This is messed up. This is whatever. And she's looking at him like, this is your house. Why do you have to whisper? And that is, how Hollywood is. This is how Hollywood is now, apparently, or it's always has been. I'm not an actor. I'm not, in the business. I like entertainment, but if this is how it's going to be, then I don't want nothing to do with it. Because if that's how you're going to be treated, where you have to basically watch what you say just because of your viewpoints, as long as they are, they're not hurting anybody, they're not offending anybody, but they're actually logical and they make sense, and you have common sense, and you're actually knowing what you're saying, then there should not be a problem. And that is the problem a lot of people have with Gina Carano, is she's open-minded, she's well-spoken, she's a powerful woman, and she's not backing down from Disney, she's not backing down from Lucasfilm, and as she stated, that she felt like her time was up at this table. And she just wanted peace, love, understanding, and respect on all sides, and they didn't give that to her. And she felt like, hey, it's my time to finally, I guess, find me another table. And that's where she found at the Daily Wire, and where she's at now. And honestly, I'm happy for her. I'm happy that she, there's ones out there that are willing to give her a chance. And she said that it's really, warms her heart that there are fans out there that are supporting her, and that, are not, more people being vocal about this. And there is a lot of vocalization that needs to be out there, because this is absolutely crazy. It's stupid, where people that want to hide behind a keyboard rather than talk to someone face to face and eye to eye and basically say, hey, I screwed up. I'm sorry. I apologize. But they're not wanting to do that. They're wanting to call you out because your views does not match theirs. Now, again, I'm not going to quote everything. If I miss a quote or I misunderstood something, then again, go check out the interview and watch it yourself. Don't say, oh, well, she's only doing it. No. Okay, if you look at her body language, you look at the way she's speaking very calmly, she's speaking openly, but she's also watching what she says, because she does not want to throw anyone under the bus. She does not want to put anyone else down a hole due to people that she's either friends with or someone else, because she did say that she could say more, but she was not going to throw that individual under the bus, which is her own rights, and respect her for that. And at the same time, you can understand with the way her voice was quivering, you could hear the emotional distress in her voice. You could see she was upset, that she was, very angry, that she didn't know what to do, because she felt like she didn't do nothing wrong, and she didn't do nothing wrong. And they even brought up the issue with Pedro Pascal. She said that, yes, that is her friend. They have different viewpoints, and basically, like, hey, let's just, get beyond that, and let's just do our job, and we're still friends. And that was brought up briefly. The issue with the Beat Bop Boo, the Holocaust post, the other posts that I was not aware of. But even the post where her character was taken off the poster, that was even brought up, and it really, where it did feel like that, she said that she felt like she was getting backed up into a corner, and you can see that, and it really makes me angry that this is how, I guess, people, if you don't view the same views as someone else, then this is how you're going to be treated. And she even said, if they want to basically have me out as this, or she says, I'm okay with that, because she says someone's got to speak up. Someone's got to basically say enough's enough. And I'm fully with that. I fully support Gina Carano. I've been supporting Gina Carano since the beginning of this. I've tried keeping my mouth shut, just out of, not trying to keep. I'm basically, guys, if you don't already know, I'm one of those individuals that I keep my mouth shut as long as I possibly can, depending on the situation. And just because I have not said anything does not mean I either don't care, does not mean I'm not a fan. It does not mean that I am one of those individuals that, oh, well, guess what? It's one of those, like, come on, man. I have every right to say something just like you. And with this, with the Daily Wire and everything, I think that Gina had every right to say how she felt. I think she had every right to speak her mind, to say what she wanted to say. And she has every right to fully say, hey, guess what? And with her stating, welcome to the rebellion, that is absolutely amazing, because I think that that is something a true Star Wars fan will love, and also just love her in general, because she is one of those, as she stated, she has more niece and nephew on the way, and she wants to set a prime example for them, like, hey, don't let someone bully you. Stand up. Fight back. And that is amazing. And she's not letting anyone bully her, because all these people, and I'm going to say this now, she did get bullied out. She did. If you're one of those, oh, well, how can you be bullied out, or how can you do this, or how can you do that, or, oh, bullying stops at a certain age, you're either very ignorant, or you became ignorant. Either you were born ignorant or you became ignorant. Because let me tell you guys something. Bullying has no damn age. Unfortunately, it has no age. Bullying is happening no matter what age you are. And if you think otherwise, then you need to recheck yourself. You need to relook at what exactly is going on in your life, because apparently something is going on to where you're not able to understand that, or unless maybe you were never bullied to begin with. I can say that proudly, because guess what? I was bullied from kindergarten all the way up till my entire life. I still get crap to this day. I may get crap on this video, and you know what? That's cool. At least I'm one of these people that speak my mind, knows when to say something, and knows when not to take crap. So if you guys don't agree with me, that's perfectly fine. We can have our normal discussion. We can have a civil discussion without being a certain type of way. We don't have to call each other names. We don't have to do this. But at the same time, I'm not going to take someone's BS and have someone tell me, oh, hey, guess what? You're this. You don't know me. So don't try to call somebody something when you don't know who or what they are. So once again, to Gina Carano, thank you. Thank you for opening up to us. Thank you for being a voice of reason. Thank you for being a voice to not just younger viewers, but to just viewers in general, and actually showing us that not only Hollywood, but Lucasfilm and Disney, and among others, they are very hypocritical. There are double standards, as well as also they need to learn. Guess what? There are people out there that don't know how. We're not going to take this line down. So to Gina, thank you. Thank you for playing Cara Dune. You will always be Cara Dune, and I can't wait to see you in more amazing films, TV shows, or whatever you are able to do. So congrats to you. Can't wait to see you in more. Can't wait to see more of what you're able to do for us to lead the charge against this BS that goes on in this world. So thank you. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you on the next one.